Big story we're following today, of course, Decision 2022. We're keeping a close eye on Arizona's primary. Today, that contentious GOP race for governor is still too close to call.
This election has a lot of eyes on it, both locally and across the country. And today, there were some big moves made in Pinal County after major ballot issues.
Team 12's Michael Doudna has the latest on the primary. Michael?
Yeah, guys, we hope to get a little bit more clarity around 7 p.m. and understand and have a better picture of who is going to win the governor's race on the Republican side. Now, right now, there are somewhere in the neighborhood of about 140,000 votes left to count in Maricopa County, and we're told at least 60,000 of those will be released today. Now, most of those votes left, more than 88% in fact, are early votes dropped off on Election Day. Those votes have to go through the signature verification process, get opened up and counted, which takes time, and that's why we're still waiting for all of those votes to be counted. Now, Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richer tells me he expects to see a very small percentage of votes left to be counted by the end of day tomorrow. What's not normal is what we're seeing in Pinal County. This morning, they announced Elections Director David Frisk is no longer employed, and Virginia Ross has stepped into that role. Now, they've had their issues last month. They mailed out more than 60,000 ballots to the wrong voters. And then earlier this week, well, they didn't print off enough ballots for some of the voting centers for Election Day. And yesterday, well, leaders indicated a move like this was coming.
Quite frankly, we underestimated. We made a mistake. This county made a mistake. It was embarrassing to everybody here.
A major screw up like this, honestly, I would say, the removal of the director.
Still do not know how many ballots are left to count in Pinal County right now, but they claim there's not going to be any sort of delay with this switchover.
All right, we're a couple of days after the election now. When will we finally know who the GOP nominee will be?
Well, there's a good chance we actually could get a better picture tonight because, like we said, there's 60,000 votes that are going to be released. The gap right now is 12,000. Unless we really see a big transition in the way that the trends have been moving towards Kari Lake, well, the math really gets impossible for Taylor Robeson. Now, the question is, who are these voters that are dropping these ballots off on Election Day? Are they more like the day of voters that went strongly towards Kari Lake? Or are they more like those early voters that voted earlier this month that went stronger for Robeson? Once we get a better idea like that, we could see a call one way or another later on this evening.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Michael. 12 News is your election headquarters, and we'll continue to have coverage on the candidates, the polling drama, and looking forward to the general election in November all day on TV and online. Take a photo of the QR code on your screen, and it'll bring you the latest results.